We hope you enjoy the program that you're about to watch. At Wealth TV, we are dedicated to bringing our viewers the finest quality programs, focusing on positive and uplifting subjects. If you don't currently have Wealth TV on your local cable or satellite service, please call them and ask them to carry Wealth TV. We appreciate your support. And remember, it's your life. Spend it well.
It's tap dancing time at Coeur d'Alene Elementary School in Venice, California. But not too long ago, the sounds of tapping feet and singing kids and the sights of colored murals and portrait-filled walls did not exist here. Like many other public schools across the state, budget cuts wiped arts education out of Coeur d'Alene's daily curriculum.
The arts are always, the first to go.
Education is missing something if it doesn't have arts in it.
One Southern California-based organization understands the magic that arts education brings to students and classrooms.
I know that art changes people, and whether it be metaphorically in a piece of work, in a piece of writing, or in some kind of written work.
I was born to be an artist.
And some of Hollywood's biggest artists bring star power to the nonprofit group.
We have a lot of celebrity support because, of course, these are people who live with their art.
For nearly 15 years, PS Arts has been making that magic happen inside public school classrooms, one step at a time.
Whatever it takes in the arts to make a program better, to make a school better, to make a community better, they are all for it.
There's a 45-minute period during the week when beauty comes into their lives. And once you've tasted it, you don't forget it.
Hello and welcome to Giving Back, the series that spotlights the philanthropic efforts of people and organizations all over the world. Today, we're giving you an inside look at PS Arts. This nonprofit organization has been working really hard to restore arts education in public schools. They believe that arts education is crucial to students' overall success, both inside and outside the classroom. This is their story of giving back.
It's a story of giving back that started in 1991. Paul Cummins was the headmaster of Crossroads High School in Santa Monica, California. Once his private school was successful, he decided it was time to find out what was happening in the local public schools in the area.
I just wanted to see what was going on, and I saw some wonderful things. I met some wonderful principals, saw some great teaching, but I also saw two things that really disturbed me profoundly. One was the degree to which so many of these schools were segregated, and the second thing was the absence of the arts.
Budget cuts in the state of California left many schools without creative outlets for their students. Paul Cummins went to one of the schools and asked the vice principal if there was anything he could do to help.
And I said, well, that's fine, we'll just loan you our choral teacher. So I had a little slush fund, paid it for our choral teacher to go over to this public school, and about 80 girls there, and some boys showed up for an after-school program. The principal called me back and said, could we have that choral teacher during the school day? And I said, sure, but I think I better try and find some funds, so I got a small grant from a foundation.
Paul Cummins mentioned this to a parent at a school dinner at Crossroads. His name was Herb Alpert.
And Herb said, well, for God's sake, why don't we do something significant? He said, if I give you a big grant from my foundation, can you go find a school and just put the arts in there? I went to a school right here in Santa Monica called Broadway Elementary, and we put music, art, dance, and drama in at every grade level.
Immediately, he saw the effect the arts had on the students there.
I just, I knew the kind of magic that they can bring to children. And it worked in our private school, so I figured, why should children of privilege get the arts, and then low-income kids not get the arts? It doesn't make sense. It's not fair.
And from there, PS Arts went from idea to reality. PS Arts is a year-long, comprehensive in-school arts program. It provides instruction to every child in the participating Title I schools. PS Arts curriculum is sequential, which means each year the program builds on the previous year's foundation, with classes in drama, music, and visual arts.
It was my idea from the very beginning, and I still believe it's the right way to go, that you treat the arts the way you treat the academics. Shouldn't be after school, it shouldn't be exposure, it shouldn't be a little bit this year and then maybe not next year, but maybe the year after. You wouldn't teach math that way, and you wouldn't teach reading or anything else that way.
The positive effects of PS Arts programs were evident from the very beginning, and the mission was clear: give all children the tools they need to grow into compassionate, creative, and productive adults.
It doesn't matter where you came from, how rich you are, how poor you are. Art gives something back and gives you the opportunity to participate in that on an equal basis with other people, with other students.
Coming up, the magic of PS Arts begins to spread. School has been part of the Venice, California community since 1926. It attracts students from all walks of life.
We have no majority student population. We have about 38% white, 38% Latino, about 16%, 15% African American, and about 6 to 8% Asian other. We have students from the marina and from the Venice canals, and we also have students from a neighborhood homeless shelter that feed right into our school. So we have a homeless population of about 10 to 15%.
The school's principal, Rex Patton, knew for a long time the importance arts education had on students.
And in my opinion, as a school principal, the arts are given shorter shrift and in that area, and I think we should take it more importantly. I think that it is given short shrift, and I think that we as a society lose because of that. They humanize people and they make us better human beings because of it. That's part of the reason why it's so vital in a community and in a school, especially in an elementary school that builds the foundation for all further learning as you move forward.
And he says PS Arts fills a tremendous void for Coeur d'Alene and the community.
They have provided us with incredible teachers in music, visual arts, and drama and dance. Drama and dance are after-school programs that we've been able to talk with them and help them initiate and come up with ideas, because after-school programs are so important nowadays.
On this spring day, some of Coeur d'Alene's creative minds were expressing themselves in an art class.
I'm trying to color my branches darker.
Looks really good.
We're trying to make a nighttime tree in the night and make a background with paint.
It was obvious that rooted in each art project was a strong sense of accomplishment in what they were expressing.
I feel proud of myself for art. I've been working it on, I did art since I was about 2.
And the electricity in a room full of kids expressing their creativity was infectious and inspiring.
I love art. Art's my favorite. I was born to be an artist.
Coeur d'Alene, like many other schools, and cars and stars strutted their stuff on the runway for a good cause. It was General Motors' annual GM10 event.
As you can see, that we had the entertainment community, we had the music industry, we had everybody in the town coming and supporting PS Arts, which is really exciting. But I think it's a great event. It's well attended, and I know that all of us were really appreciative to be a part of it, but also thought it was a fun party.
To mark the star-studded occasion, GM donated $100,000 to PS Arts. A-list stars like Napoleon Dynamite's John Heder, Jamie Foxx, and Regina King dressed in designer duds to drum up support for arts education in public schools.
When I think of giving something back in a school, I always think of the academic program that includes arts integration, technology integration, after-school programs, community partnerships, coming together, forming a community of education where we're all working together and giving something back because it belongs to everybody.
Because PS Arts is giving back, schools like Coeur d'Alene continue to move forward.
What I think has been the most rewarding is the fact that we achieved it. We did it. We accomplished it. And we did it with partnerships. So you look at what anyone thinks is the epitome of success, a high-achieving school academically, with full inclusion of the arts that helped you get there.
PS Arts is helping the next generation become the best version of themselves.
It doesn't matter where you came from, how rich you are, how poor you are. Art gives something back and gives you the opportunity to participate in that on an equal basis with other people, with other students.
It's critical that we create, not only do we give back, but we create a public that's going to give back too. And if we raise children that aren't equipped to contribute to society and to the culture, then we've robbed ourselves of not only our future, but their future and our grandchildren's future.
For many of us, giving back is an innate sense. And for PS Arts, it's simply at the organization's core.
Their program is just, it's just such a grace to give back. And that's all we can do in life as we pass through it, is to try to give something back.
If you'd like to find out more about PS Arts, log on to psarts.org. That's all for this episode of Giving Back. I'm Erin Keeney. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.